Aha Owia TV so adehime mo nyina acho ebre asose nsem ahodo a yaboaboa no fi omaimo yede ebase anweno nsia bremu kasebo yi utie efri harmo a sanso enam abefo ntintan fidie ni so a oko Facebook a eye Owia TV sanso na YouTube eye Owia TV official Facebook nso eye Owia TV betumi anya bi na wahye www.owiatvonline.com ahonso koso abetumi anya nsemi bi ni afoforo pi na wakenkan ewo so ena wonum nso a ewo TikTok eye Owia TV official ensemu a edikasebo mu akotene anwumre ebi eni Ghana Mampany John Dramani Mahama edi atu edwase wonum betra koso enhye pade aboa selebe ya enyuma betimi etumpon ewo my Ghana mu
saye so na Mampany edi atu dwase wo ba be hye ama bedru be se fipino ene aduasa no my Ghana yenya company si o be ye mfiridwuma bebre
emrase bedwafie acha mehene echese nsem anipa bi kasebe ya anke yento da reponko emfama emrase bedwafo mo mfanko adwuma no yagitumu a enyeyi
atorenche maboafo nadmo afrase enkan popuni mantamni ma hwe me ahodo ansuo to a eya na yiri no ade je pegwa kwem se de be ya aka akram yesusu to bremu sa ne ma nyina yantibio
mpraye so mrase bedwani echese aban akoto laptops ahodo bi na ozuse ebo no wonum amano aboroso
ofasia yire bi mrase bedwani ye wonu abokwaje opokromo se aban ni nyai se de bia no abegyina ho na DDP no abobbo figures ya cheche bebiro peso hudi ekopade a ene won kwase no ne Ghanafo enkodi enkomo
na edonkuma wo mrase bedwafie ena wo matubi eje amane aban se enhye bia woni closak wonum wono ompese obedi so
ya Kaseɛ closak for the krata babonte se nyame ya dum adwade bei ye nhwɛ ni mo mu fidie nyina gu ho wo mo ko strike
ensewini afoforo pi na eka ho na nwure yaboabo no a yede ebase Owia TV enwure no nsia kasebo na ase enkoma nwuaku a yisi wono matri so yede kasebo yi eba Jabinra bank se bomoden so beba na so ye shares no wabie ekwan ede ato wo so beto de ne be kasika krabia na brebi an watumi anyamfaso ede afri mu sanso na wo se akwanya da homa so betumi akoye fix deposit e honom eso beba mfaso amon emo pafie se emo papa wo de aba Premium and super premium rice ho jambi soya bean oil anenso ho no mesanso na odi yummy tomato paste aba tomato paste papa enyimakui ene
ya Bolivia Enterprise so the future life smart food aberry bremu nuane a ye di amene sese ni padua na ye yande wanyina afri mu no future life smart food
abusia enyimakui na so yasimu a ye de kasebo yi eba kenkanfo a moti ene eyeme Nana Kwame Ajimano Pambo ena
Ajwa nyako abronoma
Afe kaseboni nchiremu enie Ghana Mampany Excellency John Dramani Mahama ano diatu edwase ankrankra nyuma hodo no wonu betumi aboa ama my Ghana sikasem atumi agina na so pintin na ne nyina mu na ho behia se aban no ebetumi ayenhie pa wode beto akwam se de beya enyumaku aye ankrankra de wonu betumi anya nyina so mapa na wonu matumi aboa ama wo man sikasem atumi anyini Mampany echese wonhihye ya wode to akwam le bi ye de beboa ama sa enyumaku a eya dantemo ye nkumane akase ni nyina no wonu atumi anya fapemmapa na wonum agina so na mpuntu atumi aba na afesika samso atumi atumpone ewo my Ghana mu Ghana Mampany John Dramani Mahama de sansimi tudwa wa bra na Kaseɛ eye clay plant na wopa eho entema eno eye super cement wonum aso ye Kaseɛ pa a womu ebia no ewo tema eno na Mampany ekotwa ahomamu enedue ya wode saa ensemi tudwa wo kyerese ze jaibo aban ko aso a wontumi nye nemum no ankrankra nyuma na hu behia senhye pa yade beto akwam na wono nso atumi aboa momansi kasem atumpon Mampany nsem no ebi enie.
The government of Ghana will continue to maintain such an environment, and that is my pledge to the Ghanaian private sector. I will make sure that the environment is conducive for you to continue to invest and make a handsome return on your investment. The cement industry has attracted notable policy focus over the past year due to its key role in construction, housing, and infrastructure development. At the end of 2024, cement prices had risen sharply, reaching approximately 120 cedis per bag for 42.5 grade cement and 113 cedis for a bag for 32.5 grade cement. Through a mix of macroeconomic stabilization, fiscal discipline, and constructive engagement with industry stakeholders, we've started to see positive results in the cement space. By July 2025, cement prices had fallen by about 20%, providing relief to builders, contractors, and housing construction industry. Recent data from the Ghana Statistical Service shows that construction inflation decreased to 3.9% year-on-year in January 2026. These developments demonstrate the effect of prudent economic management and a strengthening domestic currency. I wish to commend the Chamber of Cement Manufacturers Ghana, COCMAG, and their CEO is here, Mr. Dawson, for its ongoing engagement with government. Dialogue between government and the industry remains essential for ensuring stability and growth in this all-important sector.
Dramani Mahama and 7 de kan ho kakra bi ayese wa bro be fa o man na Owia Kaseɛ na cement bono ejina best Ghana cedi ha aduonu 120 Ghana cedi nanso esan sika samenhia mapa watumi atoto ne yinti no ene nkontabuo mu akyerɛ cement ne bono akofom ama won ma ye adansie hu adwuma no wɔn nso emfaso atumi aba so pa na aban kontabufo kra akyerɛ bebia na cement buo ejina na ma adansie hu nsɛm akofom nanso niema ekoyi ene ya wo kasa wei mampanyin sembia wode atu dwane due
yara so wa Ghana mampanyin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nsɛm ko kan dwumade na asɛm ba ko a wasa bosso ene se woso man yi bredru se ye de ani edin fidi dwuma chi na ye de nan si fom na nke bedru be samfimpinu ene aduasa 2030 no na ye man yi fidi dwuma atwa ye ho ahia ye obi bia ye akase ye no ekoba se beboa ama afa enwuma bo man mo mamabu no enya bia ye na afa so ye GDP no ne fa ye na efa ye akase ye nneoma wo ye man yi mu no na nke no so emu apagya no ka betumi aboa amatemamufo ye ho ato mampanyin se afia hyase wo bo anan ko miamia bia wo mo eye firidwuma ho nsɛm wo ho ye man mu ko ba bia titiriw wo mo ye textiles ta ye nda yi bi hwɛ se de enwuma hodo ko so ho nsampa ye miani bre na firidwuma ne ye fa ne yie na ye biem no man mu atwa Ghana ho nyina hia boa ma economy na ye na afen so maburu a enya adwuma ye sa slogan no efri ho ama ye ho ato ye Ghana mampanyin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Economic transformation agenda. My government has set an ambitious target of increasing the share of manufacturing in our GDP to at least 15% share by 2030. And we believe that this will create an additional 500,000 decent jobs for our people. And I'm confident that we can attain this. At the beginning of the year, I visited the Special Economic Zone, Bright Economic Zone, and the industries that have come to set up there in the textile space, in steel manufacturing, give me hope that we can achieve this target. In the last 3 weeks, the hard-working Minister of Trade, Industry and Agribusiness and myself have commissioned a number of factories and cut sort for a number of factories. She's always keeping me wearing a hard hat, a helmet, because she keeps dragging me to either cut sword or commission industries.
Just say, Passia Mayi, a tomb pona, be a calling him DNA for the Juma, and it was near Sheni, Ghana mampanyin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Emrasebe Jeffy Achamehene Ayura Aban Kings for Smana Babin, now what you are to Idrase, and send me any pubby, HSA, a bayan Camrasebe Jaffo. 4x4 any 4-wheel drive by a tall Edima Wonum, not one more at the same when you real nobody dear Koniaba, any the account a bear, Anka yen chaso cry, long cruises near Deno, ma yen Toby and from our Nimumno, Anka yen toda the Ponko bicycle be, and then Cabbage Yamra Sibjani, Nanka Watutun and Tema, Adia Gusso come and what a bicycle so, no credi, what they call Emrashibe fee. Now way I and Sembia one more. Enyini ewo my Ghana mu senior citizens bi wonu mo ekotena o my television kese so a wonu du dwase se wo hwe o my Ghana ase emra hwe dwafo no ye krokro wonu mo dodo ena empo oman ye ni sika nanso ahye ne ade a yeto edema word mu no se okọ oman bi de se UK ene ade a ente saa wo mo etena de ponko bicycle bi so ana wono mo ade akomra se dwafie nti be ya anka Ghana emra se dwafo no yenye omo saa na nka mo tete bicycle so saa na omo de komra se dwafie honom na no na mra se dwafie acha mehene echese ye Ghana fo sabe yenye UK fo ekwan ya UK fo fa so bo wono mo bra no enye saa na ye Ghana fo ye fa so a yenso ye de bo ye mbra said ye ntetie sitie no eni kwa asesabio ye de ye hototo abrofo e ba ne saa na ye ni ankase amamra ni amane ne said ye sitie no ye to atwene akosua kwasi broni na Ghana han hyehye nko ana broni kokko ono nso ne de nko nti saa nsɛm a wɔn mo kasa mrahye bedwafo entra bicycle so mfa nko mrahye bedwafi ni de wɔn mo ye adwen a enye ye.
Our senior citizens on GTV talking about MPs being given bicycles, not cars or four-wheel drives. The MPs have no problem with being given bicycles because you have been reducing a lot of load from their heads. Because with a bicycle, you know how far you can reach. But it's because of this missing link between Parliament, the MPs, and our citizens that will inform a very senior person to, on TV, call for bicycles to be given to MPs. And when you want to compare, he says, oh, but in UK, we see the sometimes Prime Minister riding a bicycle. I'm a Ghanaian. I'm a Dagaba people, and I'm asked to behave and act like a British. People get everything wrong. And that is why we have degraded ourselves to the extent that we don't have much value for people to buy. And so we keep on buying what they have, not what we have.
Usia wei ayemrahye bedwafie acha mehene owura Urban Kings for Sumana Bagben ano de san sematu dwa anu nti emrahye bedwafo de bicycle Ghana hade wonum entimi ntwi ka yebehia stika na stika ntwi bike
bike no mo betwi nya problem
na de
baby omo de be fa akoduru no ye kwan na ye wa ha no menya sure say omo ye omo factor asesa krindimi ninam so bi ebe ho na yite ba sakre so na ka bia ko bona to baby na odede
we na afenyo ba mrahye ni hu vifire ni hu vifire odeba
de kama yes Akasia wone so ai na yenko National Disaster Management Organization atorenche mabwafo nadmo wo mo akache ni enim sa afi bia kakakra na yewura ensutobre ni mu abode dwumade ebisi wo ne so mo sore efiri o matena ye no maties nkramonten so na miamia hodo a ensuo taato aya na eyiri fa ho no o makọ hwehwe aboa ma ne gata bi na mu asia na o makọ akotimuo afi etwa mu kwade unse Ghana mampanyi akasa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama one nadmo mpanyimfo ene kodi sa adwume afi so adru nadmo fo asake ka omo ho a o makọ enkramonten ni makọ hwehwe miamia ensuo to a eya na eta yiri na akọ kwan a o mbefa so obi a wasi ensuo kwan bia ombe yi na furo na afi so enka na se nsuo kwan a eno so matim na chese tumi abo na esi tutobre ni mu a akwa akofa oyene ama adehye ejapade bia amba mbesai na NADMO Director General Odi Joseph Bikanyi Kuyon wono eno no Owia Kaseɛ bo akasai.
I always say that managing disaster is a process, not an event. We embarked on flood preparedness and prevention since last year, and we're witnesses to His Excellency himself touring some parts of Accra to acquaint with the flashpoints and preparations that were being done. And after that, we have worked along the line with the various MCEs and then the local authorities to ensure that we are ready and prepared should flood occur, and not only that, to also ensure that as much as possible we prevent it from occurring. And so we did some demolitions, we cleared drains, At Okaikwe, where we stopped first, you saw the work that has been done on the drain after the president's visit. And in Gai East, you saw the work that has been done after the flooding. I think that was the last flooding serious incident last year. It took about 5 lives.
NADMO Director General Wadi Joseph Bikanyi Kuyeni atese wachechirem kwan ya NADMO befa so a omoba bot mamfo ho ban na esi to tobrani mu a yante owene won kran mantamnem.
Owia Davis Opoku ansa oyonunyamfo mrashire dwani ogina ma adehia ewo mprayeso abato mpesuaso na wode kwadu abo aban woti adwasese aban kwa akoto laptops ahodo bi ede aba eno edian wode atosa nhye ne so 1 million codes program and wode eba be na sa 1 million codes program a aban de sa laptops ne ba be ne wo kire se laptops ba ku bia aban de bo a some Ghana cedis na mpem du 14,000 Ghana cedis ena atoso anu osusu se we sika aban no atwa na wode ekoye sa nhye no ewo akomasika ni mu a na ekire se etia emra ena laptops no kra no ebo a mode ba ko ege no aboro so kra na no ene wo chese obi a ye friend se Public Financial Management Act eno ye nhye a eda ho a ewo se aban no etwa akomasika na etimi ene saa emra no ekobom nanso enhye aban ya ye ede afa saa codes program ne ho no chese watia emra no eno nso na nchan wo kiremu a sa wo hwe ebo eda laptop ba ko bi aso na chese dream keta se hye ene proye bi akoso ewo mu ahu behia se enhwemu betumi akoso afa ho ensem bia Owia Davis Opoku ansa ode tudwa enie.
Last year, Cabinet had to cause National Communications Authority to fund the purchase of computers under the 1 million codes program. And Mr. Speaker, this is a clear violation of Public Financial Management Act. Cabinet, and for that matter, the President, cannot cause an institution of state to fund another institution of faith when it's not budgeted for. And I think that is something that should not be encouraged. What is a bit more worrying is that the Ministry of Communication intends to purchase one computer for 14,000 Ghana cedis. If you look at the projections, today a laptop is going to be purchased for 140 million under His Excellency John Dramani Mahamad's administration. 140 million under His Excellency John Dramani Mahamad's administration. We are wondering what proper procurement measures were put in place to ensure that there's value for money.
Ipa yetese wo kasai ayem prayesom rashide dwani Owia Davis Opoku ansa.
Ofose yebi mrashebe dwani wode honorable Kwadwo opon enkroma wo ko mrashebe dwa fie ho abedwako so a omosha oman ye economy ne mputo ho nsem so no wo ye member e wo sakuo no so no ba be kasa atu bi e de amane aban ne sa aban ne nhye ne mpempi no eya na nsem o ya no mbeka bebu akonta e de kire Ghana for bosomi bia ye fen say statistics no abeka ne bosomi we fresh no atene akeka figures ya you know about Kwadwo Paul Kroma chese sa de no aban ne na aban ne pa wonyae na de want is montene so no one ordinary Ghanaians nkodi nkomo no omusa Ghana for so omasetere mu te sei eno ankasa ene kire so man no ne kyekyere no ye kɔ anim anase ye ba ye chi wose wan kire mampanyin ye kire sei kuafo a wo mudua mo e wo ye kurom ha sei wo madua mo aye ye bag bottom bebre sisi wo munya tofo enyu wo nko a wo mo so wo mudua buro wo mo so buro abo mo so wo hudu wo mo fanye eno na mampanyin pe eho asam kan wo nya asaboso mebia na o man ye kuntabufo abebu akunta e de akire ye no abekeka figures e de akire ye ono abokwadwo opon koma kire se enkrata asem ni figures sem ni hia bredru sa aban ne hwe na ofa ne nan ensi form.
Last few days that the state of the nation is good and the state of the nation has improved. I want to respectfully submit to my colleagues that an improved state of the nation does not lie in the government statistics that you are repeating over and over. Honorable Member, an improved state of the nation should be identifiable in the lived experiences of people on the ground. For us, on the Committee on the Economy and Development, we are looking at 3 things. agri-industry services. If you want to determine the true state of the nation, check the state of agriculture. As I mentioned, Mr. Speaker, we've just come back from the farms and the agro-processing sites. Talk to the rice farmers today. Rice farmers have borrowed money, cultivated rice, milled the rice, and have thousands of bags stored up in barns. Cannot find buyers because there is very little liquidity in town. Mr. Speaker, maize farmers, if you go to the north, maize farmers are complaining that they have cultivated maize. There are a lot of northern MPs who are here. If you stop reciting the numbers they've given you to recite in the chamber and you get on the ground, your maize farmers will tell you that they have borrowed money, they have cultivated maize, they have harvested the maize, it's stored in their barns and they cannot get buyers.
Edankuma wo my Ghana mrasibedwa fie enomatobi ede amane abanse enhyeya ewosenk woni Civil and Local Government Staff Association of Ghana closer keku no wonum ekọ ya wosenk wotumi ediso no abane mpese obedi so enam so ama closer kra ayi asutrese nyame ya atomo a ejwada bosumi de toso enkono wonum de wakade nyina egu fomu a wonum enkoye adwuma kopem se enhyeya wonum ne aban akono obetumi ediso pepepe na wonum ene nsentwerefo kasa omrahye fie no edankuma ne dam kese na fam nyina obia fa amanwesem kwan so ene wode ne nsem eto nsentwerefo animo NPP mrahye ekyerese aban no hyehye ya wone closak andi so nti na ma akoba ne senti be ya animanimu ya aban ne nhwe na woniso nanso andi simrahye wonum so ekyerese closak wosre wonum nya abotre emfama aban esansan hyehye ya aban ene wonum wono obedi so pepepe wonum ekasa ye bi eye efia emrahye bedwani owura Isaac Buama nyako ono edankuma no afamu ekasa bi sanso ena okọ ndc mrahye afamu a chifu atimokwa empesua so mrahye bedwani David Vondi ono nso ekasa bi ena se wodi wani echirem obrekum western so a owura Dixon chiredua ono nso mrahye bedwani a ogina ho no ndc amanyuko ni dimu wonum nyina kasa na nsem a mrahye bedwafo yi wonu tudwa bi enie.
I believe they are very much concerned about the government inconsistency in dealing with arrears payments or issues regarding conditions of service across board, because when you get government picking and choosing which government institution it wants to pay them because of fear that their strike or demonstration will go against the government, then they would look at the civil service demand and say that, come on, yours is not as critical as we see in other sectors, so we can delay. That I find is very unfortunate, because you see these are conditions that they are entitled to. And irrespective of the state of the economy that we say or the government portrays that things are better, the economy looks good, when you go out there to the market, cost of transportation is not easy.
It's unfortunate, first of all, the declaration of strike by CLOSAC is unfortunate, first of all, and I think that the authorities are going to be looking at it closely, and then we'll see what is due them, and they will be given. I mean, it is not in anybody's interest whatsoever at all that government institution workers declare, strike. I mean, it's not in anybody's interest. His Excellency Mahama, that's not what he's wishing for. Again, let us not forget that we took this economy from a very difficult position to reconsider their decision. His Excellency Mahama would take care of every situation, and I think that will be fine. We'll be fine. I think the authorities will take care of it very soon, and then they will return to work. There should be no problem.
I will call on our colleagues to exercise restraint. This situation was inherited by this government, and the government is working around the clock to find resolution. Even though prices of goods per se have not come down dramatically, we all agree living conditions are better because inflation is just 3.3, so the rate at which prices are going up is dramatically lower. Fuel prices low, dollar, so even though they're not getting the conditions they're looking for, they are better off under this government. And let me be clear here, this government is not going to renege on the earlier agreement with the previous government, except that we need time to capture all those things. So I will call for restraint. I will call for them to exercise some level of patience, and definitely they're going to be better under this government than the previous one.
One more this and Semituja, a war, and Rasvid, were brand one in Central for aiding Commodia for Closac. One cocoa bones and more dear to Jahon.
Many any Closac cocoa one seven moon some and Sanya Adum almost a dreaded enemy, or more Quajuma or Moon or Membesina, or much as a penny for can be a room. Our Closac more Cotasia could did in Comma, say no dear by ya, and it's a free a dreaded call. Womunina wo mo enko adwuma asemiti ye kwa homane so na ye ne owura Edmond akwa kodi enkomo ye mpanyimfo no a wo mo eka Glossack ne ho ne akobisa ne so mo ha wankasa ene sei na ye hwe sei benya owura Edward wa homane so na nke ne didi nkomo mo krata no ba ye no Edmond ensem no ba ye no chese o mo chese o mo atena se aka de se de e bekwa kodi a ene so mbeko strike nyame ya domo a adwada ebeya na ba ye no mo executive secretary Isaac Bampoyado wono na ne signature ehase kokroko a wo mo chese fridwada ekode wo mo nkrofo no wo bia enko adwuma mo abokoko ese na duru so eja wo mo so ntazuro ko wo bia num o ma fi bia de cha ban na ma ban na ho se wo mani abriye pa na ese na de strike no eno medical betim akire yen se dwada wo mo eko strike no ora Edmond Owia Kaseɛ bosunu anwumrei ya ma joda ase.
Hello
Mr. Edmond, good evening.
Good evening.
So now pom to say
nyame adom pom ye na mo so e
nyame adom aha ye boko na mo krata no ne esa ka bi se adwada mo ko strike to say
so I say anapay and National Executive Council of Closac a meeting at the two judges say aban and share money on implementing a salary structure and the conditions of service in my India and your members and far among 10 paper and to form and among Quijuma the free 9th March indefinitely.
Okay, all right, mo salary structure na say ya marketia ho nsem ene afa ya kire nwa na mo so ho nsem e marketia ho nsem no de na wo ho a e mo ni nyu ho nti amoto sa na mo yi
the woman say I kitchen mu nsem enyenyenyenyenyenyenye as civil servants no edwuma aye na very very important and key when it comes to moving the country forward. Implementation of government policies and a India. And in that, civil service it's free 2017 at the payment now. Yes, that's say any a buying any say on channel be away salary structure no more. I buy it and the negotiations with the apostle. I'm a the secretary who drop it reaction. And that I can say or say an among you to an among after yes start to say yeah Akichiado Papano and my civil servants. If the 2025 1st January they class an among we or say you know every seen that I buy any to sign among now or the big civil servants Akichia Papa. And see in then meeting the course no members no of the National Executive Council no Emma to me and my executive secretary to me say on friends to just say yeah members the engagement
okay
Monday 9th March
na say etimasi ya makatua de banye se bia ban no ntua mamo eba na emom modwuma no mo ye no ensomo na acha na ntumu ma ye nti na mutu sa na mo yi
you senator
wadama efibra mo koye meeting no beto anwumre ya no wudi nkomo yi munya akọ bia ban mu panyimu bia mfrɛ mo
baby nya ko bia ban pinfo bia mfrɛ and I know that and I any omo share and omo share boss and that omo be better be part if you on ten e see our we are me dey say tree and by and see sana assembly there.
All right, Monday wadama mo strike here makoi entia mra bia wa ya mamram.
Oh, they be as law abiding citizens, no. Yeah, they also said she say ye bia, they have to say ye. After, so as workers, we have the right to embark on strike to demand home conditions of service that has been agreed upon with your employer. It is an employer no and as employees, we have the right to strike, and we have evoked the action that government understand. Strike.
Yeah, kwada nyumre se dru china no panase abamu panyimfo aframu no madi nkoma strike no betwa mu ana.
Oh, yeah, you say ni papa mu ana yepe. Oh, ni papa mu ana yepe. Enti say be do china and I buy say okay, you move salary structure no any conditions or something. Every Monday air kono, you dey two market to more. And yes, say ni be ko ejuma.
Okay, na se fi dwa dey kwa dey say man te hwede e be ba na nkredo fu adedadeda. Matana ya hu ni.
Sanet here.
All right, my
me catch your members ni ani say omo de crado. Omo shedding na bibia be ko yi.
Yo na mo mo glossack members no amuye mo do be say.
Oh yeah, almost about 50,000 to 60,000 across all the country. Local ministries, local municipal assemblies, metropolitan assembly, district assemblies. So when you your members, you know on.
Okay. Ma ya na wase say nyumre ye ba opuno mo GS bibia ne e be saba ne abedi ho nkomo.
Yo, me tama say.
Owura Edward Kwei wono woye Closac empanyimfo no ebi ene no ekotwetwe enkomo Edmond Akwei woye empanyimfo no bi oda Closac no ene wono nso so ye ne no ekodi nkomo.
Aban etu anamobi ode hwese de beya eba ani ho apomodin a ebetimi atotoyi wo mfimfini mantamu anunti Owia Kaseɛ wo hodomo no surgical eye and training center wonum akobi ano ewo Cape Coast Teaching Hospital no emo na dwumadie no wonum ebie ano no deputy minister wo hye oman apomodin ensem so eye obenfu okunyin Dr. Grace Ayensu Dankwa anu odi atudwa se wei eyanamon papa pesan se okom mfimfini mantamu ho mo nhyeda eni bia pote yakoba se obi ewo anihu hawa wode na ni bekyirem no akwakwahwe no yade ntiwe ya omu bia no na beboa pa wo kyiremu a we no enipa be se aduasa miensa empa ene betumi afa bra no wonu betumi akoho na wonum akohwe wo anihu haw na wose yare ahodo bi a wonum be hwe etese glaucoma ebiti se enema ahodo bi a ekeka ni ne de ekeka ho ni nyina won be hwe na watumi aye ho adwuma eho no na wo kyerɛ se ansana wonko bia no kra no womu edikan ahwe omanfo ani nipa bese mpem aduokron ne akire de omakọ hwehwe omani a ana nipa bese mpem nkron so de omani hu adwuma wonum atimi aye ensembia Dr. Grace Ayensu oditudwa enie.
We realize that 43% of all deaths in our hospitals are from non-communicable diseases and cancers. Non-communicable diseases in Ghana, number 1 is hypertension, high blood pressure. Number 2 is diabetes. Both of these diseases lead to eye problems. So having this center here ties right in line with one of the government's flagship programs, the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, also known as Mahama Cares. It also ties into our other flagship program that would be launched next month. That is the free primary health care, because this facility will provide preventative and promotive eye care services.
Dr. Grace Ayensu Dankwa ne yetie no wati no ana chief executive officer Oda Cape Coast Teaching Hospital no ano aye Dr. Eric Kofi Njedu ono nso di sei ana tudwa.
It is indeed a game changer. The Cape Coast Teaching Hospital was established in 1998 by His Excellency, and may so rest in perfect peace, Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, as a regional hospital, and was elevated to a teaching hospital status in the year 2014. Since then, our mandate has expanded significantly. Today, we stand as the only teaching hospital in the region, serving the central, the western, and parts of Western North and neighboring regions. With this mandate comes a responsibility to provide advanced tertiary health care, to train health professionals, and to lead innovation in service delivery.
Kofinje Jojo and Chief Executive Officer with that Cape Coast Teaching Hospital no ano ne and ye tia busua uti Owia TV and menu Owia Kaseɛ boy mfa na ase nkoma dwabe Rural Bank and I was say wo mo aye adwuma best mfinhyi aduana baako eni abasobode enso de YGP na best Rural Bank for the year 2023 waji edisi won mo nan so and a best in innovative and afi business development 2025 and so no dwabe Rural Bank and GC won mo na so nti ende wonum abie kwan ede ato so won so for adwetri ebeshem shares no omabie kwan ade ato koto de na emfaso beba so ama na anyidi system wo mini se wonya to shares wo honso a ekoba sensi achiba ne ade no nso no yema wabofra no bi na watumi ade agentity pa ewo enwumasua emuanu nti Rural Bank se brai na fa ho bebo no na emfaso pi na ede beba so fix deposit nso akwanya da ho emaw se wode wosika bekọ akoto nom bosumi yensam bosumi nsia ane bosumi dumienu eso mfaso de se ya atam ba bia do sika koto a wo gidie ne arehemu esanse mvinhye aduanan ba akode enya de se wosika ebekam de biara da mepa chew eno ane se wo fa phone na wabo *389 *984# na wonso wadi prompt nso na afi watimi ato shares na nasefre 0242387498 and 0544745856 na anyone enkasa emopafie se yankanche se wode mo papa abadwa so anunti no bomodin se o sabeka premium and super premium rice ni bi eyemo papa jasmine rice ni bi na wasone so eyimu kama a wode aba edwa so eyemo papa wode no aduane bia efa mo ho a ekoyie pa anunti komo pafie na kwajo de odi jambi soya bean oil aba enya anwa bia keke ena wose wudi di jambi soya bean oil esanse we no cholesterol bia enim na wonso aboam apomuden ho nsem esnu suyi afi yummy tomato paste anonso e honom se we stew enkwan ni bibia yummy tomato paste komo pafie a onsa ebeka bi anunti afiefie ma na supermarket chobas afi restaurants ane wonomu a eye hotel ni ade nyina enwan se komo pafie onsa beka ni mapadi bi adum oben oyerepa FM patase one echamfo hotel die nu hwe ena so de wani chim so wo media Pass and Gardens wo mojanshin hwa ena bihu emo pafie ya frɛ 0244615117 ane won mu nkasa
anwumre ya ye koye fiefie ahodro mu iwo koedi na wokodi nkodi aduane bia ebe kwakwafa hawo ere yade ede abrawu ni paduane de asa anwumre se no ka onya future life smart food di bia enuane duro no abomu be na chese wo so waje na wo sagu ade mu ade suo ka ho no wanum na watete agum na chese kama ede etoketera wan so a ede na afi so emayefunu no mu so eye kama nkofa yade bia emre ni paduane free se fiber protein na vitamins ahodo a ni paduane minerals ni hia nyina no na wo future life smart food no emuwe no ya Bolivia enterprise na akwakofa ba we sema aduane a wodie no eno ankasa enye wayarese no ntini e kan forma wo se kwaje future life smart food aduane pane be na won so di smart na mo ma oni padua no entia po ye wo so fly alignment patase kwan so free 024287 8090 024287 8090 and as 0246 010 150 0246 010 yanto Kaseɛ bone so na nsɛm nkaye no yemfa ensomo yeto so akoma yeso ye hwe ma ne mema mofra ene asetena mu bambo ho ensam so na wokɔ ho no wɔsoafo wo ho Dr. Agnes na momolate wo de ababa tudwa se aban no afrase a wo de twuma bi eba ba hyehyɛ so we no eba ba boa ama nkrofo asebe wo mo edi nkrofo ani eburu nkrofo wo kokwa mu no ni nyina eto atwa ni nyina se wo kyese se no aban no the policy bi aba we no omo ma ema ba yese ahadua 300 etitiye a wo mo no edwomfo ma eno mo de sa tetiye eba be mo na ese potamu ahodo eni dwomdwom ahodo no mo do mani betoto form na eno mo so obi etiti obi anaso obi do obi fa ayakayaka die mu a no mo ayi mo asotie na tumi aboa ama nkrofo ebo nkrofo demo nkrofo etiti nkrofo fa ahodie so wo demo no sa ne ma ni nyina eto echa Dr. Agnes na Momo Lati.
With respect to policy and legal reforms, the ministry has revised the 2007 National Policy and Plan of Action on Domestic Violence Policy to ensure alignment with evolving local and global realities. The revised policy and plan of action received cabinet approval on 22nd of April 2025. The ministry is also reviewing the Domestic Violence Act 2007 Act 732 and proposed to be retitled the Domestic Abuse Act. The review seeks to expand definition of abuse to address emerging trends, including technology-facilitated abuse. The accompanying legislative instrument, LI 2237, and the National Policy and Plan of Action on Domestic Violence are also under review to ensure alignment with evolving local and global.
Adwuma no nko a eno omo ba bedi adwadifo ma hasanu o matete omo no adwuma ba ko mbesa ye ene so omo ankasa mpatamu no omo no oma ma omo tete ama omo nimdie nto omo ano omo hia nipa fakuo bi a na tete no omo konya ye firi atena ne ho no na omo nso edi bia ma omo na atumi aboa amafe mpatamu adwo na nkrofo asisi nkrofo bo mapo na aburu bi ka ho no saa ne ma ne nyina eto etwa osofo no ohwe ema ne emema mofra ene asetire mbambo ho nsam so Dr. Agnes na momolate ene tenenken
na Vice President awota wonu ma yimu bamoni ewo my Ghana mo nkabumuko no ano eye Owura Mashood Omaru na wodi ato edwase Inspector General of Police Dr. Christian Tete anamo bia wotu ese wonu mo anhwe ema mo bamoni vendor ba ko nsem wodi atodwa wo social media so enredio manfo nyina tudi akire ayese Saudi wani chiremu ewo chebia eno ewo pe mantemu aposifo binumu a wonum ewo mobile money vendor ni sika esum Ghana cedis bese mpema hanan ene akire 400,000 Ghana cedis kan sika no 4 billion ena aposifo wo chebi wo mafa kwa bi so atumi yi sika ni nyina ade afini mobile money wallet ne so wabra wonu woni mu ho hwe ntikrachi ade suni nkotodwe egu fom ene wode aresrede eto IGP anim se onkone mwana no ene nedua yi Christian Tete Yohono IGP ejina ansem ne so a wonde krata ba bontise no kwasemni wabo asem na chi ede Ghana Police Service Police Professional Standards Bureau se wonom enye nhwemu mfamfa ho se de be ya asem ne behumu no krapoti na wowura yi ekwan bi ebefa so ne nsa beka ne sika no ne nsa atumi akane no ena Vice President ede Mobile Money Agents Association of my Ghana mu Owura Mashood Omaru ekire se posifo binum sa suban no won mo so pa na we posi ni na assemble kan wonsa woni hu kwan so fo kwa bisuko isika wa abra mobile money vendor na nkasa ni mu hwe nti wono de omaye krado se woni posifo bedi kasubom se de be ya asem no wonu betumi adomusuko masha ne nsem odi tudwa bi eni
yana no kasa enda no pai ema ye ka kire ne se yaje asem no a ye bedi akire te se de ye ekuo no asem enti yetie na asem no ne asem a de papa eye asisie kese na we nya de edikan mobile money dwumadie no enkamia ye se a police for no hu ni se dwuma na ye di no se eye dwumadie bi a ehun hia o se eye kro no dwuma o chese odwene ho a wonti ase se watwe video no na watie asem a wakan ye na nkyekiremu na wode ma ye na ete said ye wo office na wo ye wadwuma enye mobile money agent keke ana wo ye agency banker kire se o te se bank no wo ye agent Emma banks enti se wo accounts wo Ecobank, Fidelity Bank, Cal Bank, all the commercial banks na se wo pese wo yisika obetimi akona soye ne office na adwuma mu ho akoyisika na che se wo serve the greater majority of the community na se owo ho na obi a customer wonim no aba se or send this or year withdrawal which is 400,000 na se wa year mana then later na MTN4 as suspend the accounts no
Ayetisi wo kasai eye Vice President the Mobile Money Agents Association ewo o my Ghana Mura Marshal Mashud Omaru.
Yanto Kaseɛ bɔ ne so na yɛnkɔ Ghana mampanyi John Dramani Mahama yɛnkɔ na kache na mampanyi de adwumaso bi ahyɛ buffer stock nsa sɛ wɔ mo ɛhwɛ na senior high school to asosuku ahodoɔ ne nyinaa ɛmo ɔmo bedi wɔ hɔ no ɛnyɛ yan kaseɛ krom ha bibimu no ebi mampanyi kyerɛ sɛ asɛm yi wɔ kan ne dada sɛ na o enye sa akra na ekoso ne nkrofo ewo Ghana ha se yi a omo nto asosuku mu a eja abrofo mu ana no omo da so omo die abra ye nkrofo ya ye bia ha tagu ho omo nya tofo na ne nkra ne to ne omo so edi so mu je mi mu ni bisa ewo suku mu ho enna mapanyi dia ma buffer stock se buffer stock nhwe na animu ya ede wono akasa nkoto abibimu no na wonche enfama senior high schools ahodo ni nyina Ghana fa na nyina se de be ye beboa ama omo ton ya akase abibimu no wo mo so adwuma no akoyie na aboa ma ya akase kroma ne ma so yetumi atai ekire asami nti ye kɔ ahoma ne so se benya owura Fred Chei wono CEO edema Ghana Rice Company Limited ani kodi nkomo ye bisa ne san semi ampanyi dia bai omo ehu ne sei owura Chei Owia Kaseɛ boso ne o majo madam ampom to say ye da nyame ase dwuma dia bɔkɔ ampanyi nsam odi abeto dwa sese buffer stock ento abibimo to asosuku ahodo ne nyina no mote no momoje ne sei
Pacho mechia o ma chia tie kuni asem we die ya asempa we ku apede ye tie ye de pa e bompa ye sa ban die waka no betimi die aye osie na ye ho atoye nti sa ban aka ne sa ye nyina yisum na ye nyina aga na fo nso ye nyina yisum ma sa adwuma no nkoso ne no ka ho na o man no betimi tumpon
Orache wenu akoba ne se no mo amohwe mo dwumadie ma ne made mu a mo benya ye beka se quantity dodo no a adesuafo ri behia nyina mo betumi anya ama wo mo
yaba emo e wogu Ghana sisi no se ka se school fo nko ani a omuntimi ni o enti sa ban aka ne sa ye de mo no me school fo na mo so ti ma mo fo no osusu mu to mu ni bi aboa ye kuafo yi na adwuma no etima koso pepepe emu die bi wo memu apase se kura die memedwen ho kakra ne se emu edo no afra se ensign die edo no 2024 so ensign na se 2025 26 akuafo no bebira pa ba wo so mu no enti sa ba aka ne se ye be stress e omo modia na animanimu yi enyen tentem emaye na yesu timamufo no yesu ye nimo no na emuaye na tasi aban pedi akekere oman no se ya ye to mu no na se kwa na kwini ni do a ebobo ama ye nyina ye ho ahenha na dollar asem no dollar ese ba fom obi ani age na dollar no so nkoso amra fom na ye nyina ye mo na mu no do no de ye se Ghana bodi mo na sa abansi enfama school for no ye beto ye nsu adwuma bia adwuma ye so ya se wo ye media woman da bia wa jema se kwa koti konkonsa no apre ni nsu bi na ade aba no aba ka anani aba me boa
e de mo mba me na
ye so de no se kura no ye beto ye nyafo ye se kan no papa no na no ne nya si bia de ya ne se ye kwa kodo na de ya ne se ye beto be wie na se ye nto a ono ni asem no ana aha meka ba ko a ye kuafo nso du ba bia ye ka ho sesi a Owia Kaseɛ oyentomu yi afi na kuani me asa me de benya nton me de afi no obetum nti sesi de meka ne se me ka ma aban na me ka ma ye kuafo nse ye nyina nso ye ni nukure enfama ye nya ye ho sa aban se beto mo na afi ye se mo no ye sra kolefa afi be du ba bi o se me de gisira me nsa e ba sa de aban no enya de obekwa akoto emu ane bo den no de agwagwa ko feeding nkola no nyina ye ma ne na no enti be stress ye kuafo no asem aba e dey ye so ye mo aban no na di aban pe so ye no oye boaye no ye so otima ya boaye ana afa biem so ye nua mo bebre nim ba bi a emo no bi a mere bi si do kwa akoto mo no re ama kuyani no or the ama school ni no enti basa ya man contract ya be ba ko yen say obekwa ko pay foreign rice no ato ti be say nu am so omunya contract ni say hu odin ma wo mu ba bi amu no be bia wo di omu fra mo na me de mo de number 2 ga emu bi amu se otokro bi ma wo ga na bi ya ni mere dudu bi ya wo ga na bi ya ni enti ba bi amu wo bi ya wo de nipa no oba no so opa ye beto mo no de office camera ni ento mo no fanko ye fanko feeding kola no dan say se kurani na do no mo wo de akoku mail ye to enti hono so ehia yen enti abaya se mo waka ne de se eye no kura se de wo busami dia me ne me nyantie news beto ka ye se ba bi akonfo bo chancha na hono ye de enti se sa na abaya ka no dia ye boy ensem man se o mo modin a ne yeso ye no ne mo no yen bia ni bebre ni enfan se o man no ne ye ma ni ye ma na nan ma ni bonya
yo orache ye ja wa ma okono mo se ya ye nto asantemo na asantemo ne de edemom ebi ye kama pa na ya na ne buo no ade ntia de ya no mfo de otimi nya bi 1 cup 7 cedi ni 8 cedi so ye ya bibi mu yi de 10 ne 12 enu ti ne nto no ebo no betuma bibi afa ho ama ye
yo ma me ba chire mbete okwa yo agent bi wo dum pampas okwa Ghana Rice Company agent okwa mo fofofo
oh okay
obenya mo no fofofo na be sa chire wono de je seda mo pata no ba studio aba ba chiro ma me ka mo no ka da de na ne boarding
ya na ya mo no
ka mo na ne boarding de bi sini pi ka mo no ka da de na ne boarding
bi si mo no bi si dada
ka mo no
mo no ne boarding che dada no
aha
oba akwa
Ghana mo no e do no han se de be pesa mo jere se e mo no a e do men mu anyina na me mo amu bi adi but e mo no de wo so pa da 4 kilos ana 4.5 but Ghana mo no koto a 25 kilo a 25 kilo enti ote ne mo so aye do e mo no bi kwa 3.8 kilo enti uko aye 50 cedis enti de aye demand and supply de nisika beti mato no enti say yamso ye be yes am no bi
okay
eri aba so ba uko mo 20 cedis 30 cedis ya uko be agent na ye kana na ba bi a Ghana Rice agent bi uko mo no fofofu sesei enti de uko bi a obenya bi ato but the woman said e mo no mo die no from 1994 amakase mu bia me peboni obetimi ni say district of origin the baba chere say no mo okra ba Ghana ha no less than 10 years ana enti me describe mo na mo die ni nyina say toxic waste e mo na mo die ni 90% ye hiding rice enti say Ghana mo no awu obetimi si 3 days 4 days na mo no nya hwe no enti me so okoto ade a na say yesrako na benya simple srako ne fund ya na prefer so beto srako ne fund ye no no wonya onwode because they say ye to aduna ni bi di ye wi na akotam sika na ye de akoto aduro enti one dey another topic for another day but they say asama da ya ti na nwumre ni say advance buffer stock nto asantemo ye Ghana mo na ye mfama ye ma no Ghana mo no e mo bi ti say ye nmu bi e friend wama a friend parboil rice mami no bebre de sa parboil rice ni ye okay aso se ya wa me yire ni ya ka se ko to sa mo na baka so wuni beto kwa to mo bi na dia man ko na ya dia ba ya de ba no ba gi eku ye wo be mi woni ase esu bi so se be man ko pescament de bia na mo tete ye nti esra mo enye niema na e de bebre no ni nyina na wa ngode enti Ghana mo na mo kan se de niema bebre yi firi mo ho ne dia kwa ko ye ni Ghana mo ye ni sa machine de be yi sa mo ne firi e be yi sa niema ne firi ho enti sa ngode vitamins A B C D no ni nyina wo Ghana mo ni mu enti esra mo mo dia ada wo ba me ba office wa na chere mu no bebre amede mo aye
ora che
no bebre be de mo na aye
ya ti a eja wada man komo na edan so yebre ni santi edi besi abrepa mu ba ni atwa so ne mo ba
ba se pa se de anadui mama ya ti asempa nti esra mo kan tira president mama se na anu hwam ya so mu ya bom denden ama no ye da na se
ye be ho ni na o de money
bye bye
bye openye ni kodi nkomai won na ye chief executive officer Edema Ghana Rice Company Limited or the Fred Chi
ene mema ya mu kwesina ni mu ana sesi ayo enuane nyina
asamo aka me be kan
brown rice no emo na ho ye brown wo ye be ma na wudi a ebo amema yo pa
achirem me papa bi oye bibiduro na kire me se emo mema no so pa ja abrofo mu no 2 weeks oh ansa na beja no ko pete peja na fesusu wade no uja di na otwe mienu a uwia no wasa susu bo se bula matali ne mo yedru poni ankoi
ana ku bensu
aha kwa nya na beje
ku bensu ya na matano eno so mamu yedu
director
abusia yapon de nyumre Owia Kaseɛ bodo esi na se enkoma newsroom abua for nyina kosi asobu asanso na kuku agendo ana yen director ba ko pe eye oba pa ya Grace ana o director bibia kama ama yetimi de Kaseɛ boy ebaye ana technician on duty enso Simo ana afei na yaw ana Mr President wonum ana epiepia ne makama ama yitimbe kenkan Kaseɛ boy edi ema wo enyimira kenkanfo amoti ye ne eyemme na Kwame Achiman Opambo ena
ajwa nyako abrono
yada mwa